Hey, thanks for joining me on my first YouTube video. I'm going to talk today about the 7 ways that bariatric VSG weight loss surgery changed my life forever. But first, can we celebrate? It's my birthday. You know I dropped the Cash App and Venmo, but if you subscribe to this channel, that'd be the perfect gift. So let's get started. 7 ways that weight loss surgery changed my life. Number one, eating. I don't mean to be Captain Obvious, but the way I eat now compared to before, totally different. So, one thing is obviously the portions, right? But I used to love salmon. I used to love pork chops. I used to love pasta and rice. None of those things digest right for me anymore. So I had to change the way I eat more than just the healthy versus non healthy, but my palate is different. My digestive system is different. So that's something to consider. Second thing is movement. Now, I always exercised because I ate a lot. So before I had weight loss surgery, I would go to the gym, but now I have energy. I'm going and going. And then I want to intentionally move, which looks totally different. So I had weight loss surgery 11 years ago. And I remember just being so exhausted. And like when you eat, you set the plate down. Oh, I'll get it later. You forget something in the other room. Oh, I'll get it later. But with intentional movement, you're moving right away. You get done eating, you take the plate in, you do your dishes. You're always doing something because you don't want to just rot, right? You want to keep moving. You want to have an active lifestyle. You don't get the surgery just to be unhealthy. You want to make a life change, and movement changed forever after the surgery. Number three is adventures. So, kind of along the line of movement is adventures because I always walked in the park, maybe a mile, but now I hike. And I don't just hike, but I hike mountains. It is so fun to me. Whitewater rafting, I would have never thought of doing that. I get to ride amusement parks where I can ride in the front seat with my hands up and the seatbelt fits. I like to travel, so I'll be traveling abroad, traveling local. There's no limit to the adventures. So that is definitely a big change since having weight loss surgery. The next thing is socializing. So the way I used to socialize before weight loss surgery consisted of hanging out with people that liked to eat and drink and not do a lot of activities. So I knew if I wanted to keep hanging out with the same people, doing the same things, I was going to end up where I was before surgery. So I had to intentionally change the way I socialize. Now, this is not easy. It's actually probably the biggest struggle of them all, but you have to do it if you want to experience the new lifestyle. Along with socializing comes communication. Communication with peers, family, friends, it all changes. I don't know if the opposite sex feels intimidated, but I got way more holler when I was overweight than I do now. Isn't that weird? So everyone creates a story in their head. I get it. But to think that maybe when you're not morbidly obese, now you're acting funny or you're brand new, that's just so silly. I'm the same fat, funny girl on the inside that I've always been, except the outside is much more healthier now. So the communication does change, and it just takes time for everybody to get used to the new you. And along with communication, the next thing, which what number am I on? Number six. The number six way that my life changed forever after having weight loss surgery was through work. My professional career could never be the same. So I worked for the government, and it was always I don't know, like I participated, I was a good employee. I like to be active, but my word really didn't count when I was obese. They would just, have me there, a hand, a helping hand. When I got to a healthy weight, all of a sudden my voice mattered. My opinions mattered. My suggestions were being implemented. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, really? So my word counts now? Did I get smarter when I lost the weight? I don't know why this happens, but in a professional environment, when you're morbidly obese, you're not taken seriously. And I've noticed that firsthand. So not only does your relationship change at work, you may be invited to promote, you may be invited to level up. But what I challenge you to do is decide if the career you're in now is your dream career. Because as a healthy new life, how cool is it to know that you can confidently and successfully do anything you want to do? So I no longer work for the government. My whole life is all things health and wellness. And that's important to me to maintain my healthy lifestyle. It is surrounding myself with health and wellness as accountability because I love it. So the next thing with work and the final thing is shopping. So I guess not with work, but after work. So 3 different ways of shopping. We shop for groceries, we shop for clothes, and there is a third thing that will change your life forever. So first, groceries. When we shop for groceries after having weight loss surgery, we may go into autopilot. We always buy the same things. We always do the same things. But now we need to change it up. So first, early on, a lot of people want to overbuy. Don't do that. Then you want to buy in bulk. Don't do that. What I do is I buy fresh food a couple times a week, prepare each day because you're not eating that much. Now, sometimes I will make something and then freeze it or pre-portion, pre-package. But the way I grocery shop is definitely changed for life. Second is clothes shopping. So the first 5 years after I was no longer in plus sizes, I would always end up in plus sizes. It drove me nuts. I'm like, what is going on? And I almost didn't even want to go into a store. I was ordering online because it's dumb. Like, I'm a little bigger now than I was at my very smallest. My very smallest, I was a size 4. So look at a size 4 looking through size 16, size 18, size 20 clothes. That's silly. So I don't know why it happens, but it's something that changed. And now I am getting a grasp of shopping, but I still don't care for it. I liked shopping as a plus size woman much better than now. Changed for life. Okay, third thing. We're going to talk real. When you spend, or when you're used to spending so much money on food and drink and socializing, and now you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, and so now you have all this time and all this money, you may transfer your socializing time and drinking and eating time to shopping time. So please be aware that transfer addictions are real, and shopping could be a result of the transferring from food and unhealthy lifestyle to wanting to do all kinds of things with the leftover money. So have a plan, create a strategy, and be successful. So those are the 7 things. Drop in the comments which one resonated with you most. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk soon. Bye.